Just to let you guys know my thoughts on this. I'm a family man. I've got kids. I've been a gamer for years, and regardless of how I feel about VR, I'm always up for, chasing what's next, being excited about stuff. But today's Quest 2 competitor may be technically good, but that won't be enough. Exclusive games, decent UI, physically available in shops, that's really important, and a price to warrant consumers' attention. Anti-Facebook and Meta people will rejoice. This is, for me, the people that will shout about it the most. But normal people won't care if the above doesn't happen. Now, I don't know about you, the people I know outside of the VR bubble don't necessarily care about Facebook and Meta and stuff. They just want to play games. Gamers already wanting what's next, like PSVR 2, Quest 3, Quest Pro, whatever you want to call it. Revealing a headset on par with something that was revealed in 2020. I can't believe that, October 2020. With a lesser known brand needs to have exclusive killer games for me to consider it. I hope today's news is more than just a Quest competitor. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I want. Ostrix, people are not going to migrate to a competing headset at Quest 2 because they want to keep their game library and they don't want to have to buy everything new to part of the Facebook account. The Stubborn Ninja, for example, a lot of people are liking my tweet. If you don't follow me, it's just Gamertag VR. And he's put, people don't believe me, but the only way Pico will be able to move hardware is algorithm manipulation on TikTok. Now, if you don't know, and I'm sure you do, Pico Neo is owned by ByteDance and they own TikTok. I understand what he's saying. He's saying that they will probably use the hell out of TikTok to advertise it. And it is, as far as I'm aware, the most popular social media platform at the moment. I think they beat YouTube for the amount of minutes, like people's eyes to screen. They do not have the games catalogue for success in the short term right now. Give them a couple of years and we can talk. So yeah, I do expect a lot of games, what you and me all own already on Quest, to appear on the Pico. I do. Done some work with developers, and I knew ages ago that they were making the same versions of their games for Pico. And apparently it's quite an easy process. They're that similar. So unless today they come out with like something new, or something better, but everyone is talking about it as a Quest competitor. And I'm sure I heard the term Quest killer the other day, which I just don't agree with that stuff. What Facebook, Meta, Oculus, whatever it is, has done for virtual reality is huge, and to simply just slot in there, I'm not sure. I just think a lot of things have got to fall into place. Right, it's got to be price. There's got to be some exclusive games there. Look at the original Xbox for me personally. But I was one of those people who was like, oh, I'm not buying an Xbox, dude. Like, Microsoft making a games console? Like, what's the point? And it was big, square, it's ugly. And I remember having an argument with someone about it. I was like, no, PS2, man. Like, I don't need an Xbox. Then I saw Halo. And then I was like, man. And even now, like, if you watch someone talk about the history of Xbox, they will say its bloody success was off the back of Halo. That is what turned heads. So I'm interested to see what's going to turn people's heads to this. Because outside of the Storm in a Teacup community we have, and it's a tight community, people are just going to see potentially what would look like a third-party version of a Quest on a shelf. If it goes on shelves, are they online only? Lots of questions I have.
So the very first one is, can we put together an offering that includes everything you need in the box? That means, including the DP cable, glass spacers, everything, right? Can you put together a really compelling proposition? Can you achieve PCVR support 4K 90 Hertz? Can you allow people to play their huge existing library of PC content? Can you get to a store that has 200 pieces of native content? Can you work with your new partners in the third-party accessories? So, we announced a really great initiative for our enterprise business 2 days ago with Ultraleap, and Ultraleap will be bundled with our enterprise headset. We're exploring with them, can we do something similar? What would we have to do with Ultraleap to turn that into also a consumer proposition?
I just want to show you quickly what I've just seen. So I don't know if you know, but what it looks like to me is that this headset doesn't have hand tracking. But what they want to do is you'd have to buy that and stick it to the front of the headset. That's what you'd have to buy if you wanted hand tracking.
And then the other area that we were looking into and saying, is this going to be the DNA that we use to launch this product? And that's around enterprise design. So we have always built our headsets with the battery in the back and typically with a rigid strap. And that makes our headsets have an incredibly neutral weight distribution, which a lot of people, when you read or you watch the YouTube videos, they comment on how comfortable the Neo 3 Pro is. We've already talked about the Qualcomm XR2 and how powerful it is. the single area that you have to work on the hardest is the head tracking and the controller tracking. And I think at this point, our head tracking and our controller tracking are absolutely top notch and as good as other products on the market. Neo 3 Link is a sister or a brother of the Neo 3 Pro. It has all of the same features of the Neo 3 Pro, but comes with the DP cable included. So we think that the Neo 3 Link will allow for limitless play. We think it's the best of PC VR and the best of all-in-one headset. Probably wondering, what is the content strategy? So,
I am.
Pico Store, as of today, has 100 games and over 50 non-gaming applications. We also have been working very closely with Steam to make sure that our product is Steam VR compatible. Let's just talk about Pico Games. So we are able to work with developers already because of our consumer business in China, and we've managed to port over 120 games to the store, and these games are also covered under now a global publishing agreement. So something like Puzzling Places is having fantastic traction in China, like over an hour of gameplay. You can look at Superhot, which is always a perennial favorite on Steam or on other stores. We're very excited about Walkabout, frankly, there are at least 30 or 40 top-notch developer experiences that will be available day one with this product. Let's talk quickly about the largest VR gaming library, the largest library of VR content, actually, period, which is Steam. We are working to make Steam VR in a perfect world, we have 100% of Steam VR content compatible with our headset, and that's what we're working on.
And when they talk about the DPI cable, that is, this is where the price actually makes a bit more sense. It's basically buying like a Quest with a link cable built into it. Okay, we haven't got to the price yet. I've already heard the price, but I want to hear him say it, and then we can. Yeah. Also, it's obviously very easy for developers to, if they've made a game on the Quest 2, to go on to theirs, because it's the same thing inside. Technically, as far as I'm aware, and what I've just read and what he's saying, technically this is exactly the same as a Quest. I can't see anything. Also, it looks like it only comes at 256 as a model. I don't think there's any other. All I can see here is the words 256. Comes with a cable. The field of view is 98, which is the same. I think 2K per eye, not too sure. I need to go through that. Yeah, 4K. Same Qualcomm chip. 3 physical IPD adjustments, same again. Same battery life. Might be a bit more, I'm not sure, but it says 2.5 to 3 hours. I'd expect 2 hours. From a content creator point of view, the DPI cable, or the link cable, let's just call it the Pico link cable, you can actually plug into your computer and use that to capture content. That, so far, for me personally, is the best thing about this so far. I'll tell you why else as well this is probably going to be a very big headset. It's because it's in China. Simple as, don't need to say any more than that. And also, I believe the Quest is not available in certain countries. I don't think it's available in Germany. I think they banned everything from Facebook and stuff. So if you know someone out there who's German and they're probably like thinking this is the best thing ever, that might be the main reason, is because they can't literally go and buy a Quest 2. And that's fair. That's fair enough. They can play the same games as you and I now, But can we play together? Is it cross-platform?
Need to be very clear for the next couple slides that what we are talking about is a limited release, very exclusive beta program. This is not a full-blown as many devices as possible. This is us participating with the community and trying to learn as quickly as possible how we can evolve from being a enterprise-focused business into being a all-purpose VR device for all types of use cases. So the first 4 markets are going to be Germany, Netherlands, Spain, and France. Those pre-orders will go live on April 15th at noon. You will be able to pre-order. And then because the world we live in with logistics and supply chains and everything like that, we will ship the product on May 24th. And then we have to wait a couple more weeks, at which point we'll then be able to offer the Neo 3 Link to the UK and to Italy. And then the beta program will run for at least 3 or 4 months throughout the summer. Okay, so how can I get one of these? We have looked at our partnerships with the top 5 VR specialists.
I've not actually heard of any of them, unfortunately.
All of whom are official Pico Enterprise partners. And we've said, you know what? you guys really know the market. You really know how to handle our product, and you know how to work with consumers, with users. So we are going, all of the pre-order campaigns will be managed by one of these 5 companies.
Okay, so let's quickly just try and recap this. So what I'm not seeing is what I was hoping to see, is that it will be available in large shops, such as a Best Buy, a Walmart, things like that. You want to be able to, you want people to, so for example, when I went out shopping around Christmas time, Quest 2s were everywhere. $399 is actually not a bad price. I think that's a good price because you're getting the link cable, which is what it is. They're calling it, I think that's why they're calling it the Pico Link, funny enough. It comes with that cable. The cable will allow you to use this as a PCVR headset. I don't know if you can use the Oculus Store stuff. You might have to use Revive through Steam to do that. But when it comes to capturing content, it'll be better than the Quest at the moment because you'll be able to plug it in. This is what I was told previous anyway, actually, by Tony. I think it was maybe secretly, that it will display what the headset's seeing. As at the moment, capturing Quest 2 content is a nightmare. Someone else just said Quest 2 is getting new capabilities. It is, and believe it or not, I'm involved in that. And I've been part of the feedback team and have sat down with the team at Meta or Facebook Technologies, and I've gone through everything that I have an issue with. Like I've literally sat and been in a meeting with them and told them everything as someone who live streams Quest, and it's an absolute nightmare. What people need, what I need, those things are coming soon. So $399 I think is a decent price. I do. I think that's a decent price. But again, if you can't get a Quest 2, this is your best bet, without a doubt. I think the games library will almost be identical, apart from the exclusive that Quest has that are by studios they own. I mean, will they allow Beat Saber on this thing? They own Beat Games. It's the most popular VR game ever. And I think it's the top selling VR game on every store. TikTok will push this. And it probably will do well. And I think in countries without Quest 2, it will do well. But me personally, I don't need it at the moment. I don't know why, if you've got a Quest, that's the important thing. I don't think this is going to steal anyone away. Because that means moving to a new headset, potentially with exactly the same library or less, and then rebuying all your old stuff again. I think it's a nice looking headset. It's like a mixture of Quest 1 and Quest 2.
Yes, we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what this number should be. And we think that this is a price point that is similar to other products on the market, but when you include the DP cable...
It's exactly what I said, yeah.
...in rigid strap, we think it represents at least €100 of additional value.
And the other thing is the release date. As I said in my tweet, people are already wanting the new thing. Like, this doesn't become available... And I'm sure someone on their team must be saying this. What are we looking at for this? When is it saying it's going to be available? Because that is a big deal. You know, if it comes out June, July, you could already be hearing or finding out some sort of details on what's next from Meta. And then you've got PSVR 2. You got to remember the Quest 2 came out in 2020, October 2020. And they're just bringing it out now. Pico Neo 3 Link is not going to launch directly to the market, but it will be available as part of a beta program. Pico would distribute 22,000 headsets in Europe and other parts of the world. 22,000? 22,000 for UK and Europe. I think they're doing all the right things, but I think it's just maybe a bit late. So that's crazy, really. Basically, if you get part of one of those 22,000 or you pre-order and stuff, so they sell out, 22,000 sell out, and they make more and they sell out. They're basically saying when the Pico Neo 4 comes out, you'll get a 35% discount on that.